This week's Applebees Athlete of the Week is Cody Henson of the Riley Wildcat basketball team.
Brevard to the top of the key with 10. Dribbles to the left wing. Gets a screen from Henson. Drives left baseline. Hangs in the air. Shot blocked by Garcia. Rebound Larry King. 10-footer is up. No good. Henson gets the rebound. Put back. Good! Good! They win! Riley has upset the champions. Cody Henson with the three-footer from the right baseline. And Riley has shocked the state of Indiana. The ball was on the rim, it rattled around, and it fell through, and South Bend Riley has stunned East Chicago Central. Unbelievable.
Cody is somebody that really enjoys competing. I mean, I think one of the things that stands out the most to him, sometimes he's not maybe the most physical, he's not the most talented, but he is somebody that wants a challenge, and he's that way not only athletically, he's that way academically. You take a look at the classes, he's an honor student, his GPA is rising each time, and that carries over to the athletic field. And one of the things that we really talk to our players about, how you perform in the street, how you perform in the classroom, there's a direct correlation to how you perform on the ball floor. And Cody is someone that's a really fine young man, somebody who really tries to get it done academically, and that shows in his basketball as well.
This year, Cody is a junior at Riley High School, taking part in the Riley Concert, Jazz, and Marching Bands, and this spring looks forward to joining the Riley tennis team. But first, come the grades.
It starts all with my parents. They motivate me every day that keep my grades up first, and that's the number one thing, that strive myself, because if I'm going to go to college, I'm not going to be able to go to a good college with bad grades. So they motivate me to when I get home, that's the first thing I got to do is do my grades, and then everything else comes second. And you just got to have time management with everything.
That's one of the biggest things, Greg, that I think we have to get across to our young men, that it's not about me, it's not about I, it's about us. What can I do to help you make us better? And that's one of the things that Cody really does do well. I'm sure he would much rather start and play every minute of every game, but we're kind of a team that we've got players that sometimes we change our personnel depending upon what the other personnel is for the other team. Cody accepts that. There's times that we want to be able to utilize him on the inside. He's the first one to understand, but sometimes they take away and he realizes he's just not going to be a passer or a shooter. He's going to be one or the other, how it's going to help our team. And that's the thing that I think stands out the most about Cody and our team this year. What can I do to help you make us win?
Our key this year was to be a team that nobody would ever forget, and we just strive the whole year, not even just this year, but most of us since we've been in 8th grade, 7th grade, that people that would push us to be our best, and we want to be a team that nobody will ever forget and strive to the best of our ability. And now we just have a great deal that we're going to semi-state, but we're not done with just semi-state. We want to win it all. A lot of us have been together since we were knee-high. That we've been playing with each other with River City, AAU, and all that in school ball, so we've known each other for a long time. And it's stay positive. We do a lot of things outside of school, going to movies, things like that, and we just try to stay as positive as possible. Every person on this team has a key asset to this game. I mean, like the person was talking about, you're not going to find many teams in the state of Indiana that's playing 12 people. So every person has a big part, and it all comes down to putting it as one.
And what about that first regional championship in 18 years for the Riley Wildcats from that come-from-behind win on March the 8th?
If you look at that, our non-starters were the ones that really got that started. We were down 16 points, and the East Chicago fans were starting to yell blowout. Well, all of a sudden, we look at our starters and our players who were in there, and they weren't really, at that time, ready physically or mentally to really sustain another charge. So what we did, well, let's put in players that we know will. And so we put in basically a whole new group of 5. They attacked the basket, they hit their shots, they got the crowd back into it, and then one by one we were able to start to get back our starters. And the last 3 minutes was absolutely nuts. We were down 60-47. They come miss a shot, we come down, hit a 3, we're down 10. They miss another shot, we hit another 3, we're down 7. They come in, miss a shot, we hit another 3, we're down 4. They miss a free throw, we come down, hit another shot, we're down 1, and that was with about 41 seconds to go. And I looked at one of my assistant coaches, I said, we're going to beat them. They came down, they turned the ball over, 10, 11 seconds to go. Brevard drives the lane, misses his shot. Larry King gets it, got hammered, they didn't call it. Cody Henson really attacks the board, grabs it, lays it in. The only time that we were ahead, Greg, was with 1 second on the clock. What a great time to be ahead.
If our team doesn't execute on all the plays down the stretch, we don't come back in that game, and I don't get that tip. So, like I said, it comes down to every person on the team and the coaching staff being positive.
What Cody has meant to our team is that we have a player who is good enough to really, really be good. And he's accepted giving up a little bit of his own self-glory for the good of the team. That's why Riley is playing in the 3rd week of March. Congratulations, Cody. You're Applebee's Student Athlete of the Week.
Congratulations once again to Cody Henson of the Riley Wildcat basketball team, this week's Applebee's Athlete of the Week.